How does ChatGPT recommend things? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's like a friend who read everything, and when you ask him, he remembers what he read. And that's what he gives as a recommendation. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to understand how it comes to an answer, how it read all the things, and what it is actively reading. Because we've all typed something into ChatGPT. Factually, about 40% of people now using ChatGPT for literally anything at this point. So if you're seeing a list of recommendations within ChatGPT, it's going to be the top 5 best businesses within your area or the top 5 best softwares you were looking for. But why those 5 businesses and why not yours? That's the question you're probably asking yourself if you click on this video. About 1 in 3 questions that went to Google now go to ChatGPT, and that relates back to the 40% I've been talking about. So this is a huge signal that you can see that ChatGPT is now massively used for recommendations and for people to understand where to go to for their business. And since people got so lazy, they don't take the click even anymore. They just go onto ChatGPT and read and read and read. So if your business right now is not in that exact answer, you basically don't even exist for the potential buyer, right? But here's the simplest way to understand how ChatGPT exactly answers. Imagine ChatGPT is a friend of yours that literally read the entire internet, every single Reddit post, every Wikipedia page, every blog ever written, and every article ever written. Oh, and it also its fair bit of product reviews. It looked at all of them. So when you then ask that friend, what is the best tool for this? What is the best thing for this? Or how do I get to this? It doesn't just look it up. No, it remembers. And that's it. That's basically the whole thing. Whatever the internet has said the most about your brand is what ChatGPT will remember and thus will recommend. ChatGPT, like I said, doesn't just crawl like a human or any other thing online or like a bot. It remembers instead of searching. And of course, you have the search feature within ChatGPT, which significantly contributes to it remembering a lot of things and fact check and cross-checking it. At the end of the day, the simplest answer comes from its memory. So most business owners, they will just think that ChatGPT or LLMs are just a new version of Google, but it's simply not. It's a completely different game. Google ranks pages, but LLMs rank opinions and things that they can read about your brand. So literally, you could be on page 40 of Google, but if it remembers something about your brand that is valuable enough, you will be recommended in the chatbot answer. And that is why you shouldn't optimize for links anymore. I mean, practically, you still could, but you should also start optimizing for these ChatGPT answers. So if your strategy is to still rank on the #1 page of Google, that is still completely fine. But just know that is a 2010 strategy. And marketing opportunities only refresh every 10 years or so. And right now, you're in the ultimate peak period to be extremely early to AI optimization. So the question new is that we would have asked before, does ChatGPT remember your business? So I'm gonna make this really easy for you to understand why ChatGPT recommends certain businesses and why it doesn't. Because the whole internet, you can kind of see and picture it as like a voting system. And the AI is basically counting votes on the regular. If you have a shitty page, it will not consider you and it will vote a new page. And good to know is also that not all votes are necessarily equal either. For example, your homepage, that is 1 vote. If you wrote it yourself, AI will treat that lightly. Now another one, for example, let's say a G2 article, that would mean a few votes because now you're combining their domain authority with your brand name. Another one, which is very important, you got a Reddit thread which is comparing you to 10 competitors. I would say that's about 50 votes. It's other humans saying things about you in a specific context. A Wikipedia page about your business is like 100+ votes because AI trusts Wikipedia disproportionately. An article on TechCrunch or something extremely niche on a niche discussion platform, I'd say about 10 votes. So maybe this does not make sense to you at all, but all of these votes combined is exactly what ChatGPT will be looking at. And your total you will have after being on all of these platforms and all of these citations and page rankings and backlinks and domain authoritative websites and brand mentions together is ultimately going to create the top 5 list that ChatGPT will include, because the other ones just simply don't have enough votes. And that's kind of the metaphor I'm just trying to explain here, is the more votes you have, the more backlinks you have, high quality backlinks, the more brand mentions you have, the more domain authority you have, the more votes you have, the easier it'll be for ChatGPT to start including you in its answer. Bottom line is, ChatGPT doesn't just trust your homepage, it trusts you being recommended by other pages and people online. And that's the bottom line what I said here with the voting. So let me show you this in real time. I asked ChatGPT what is the best email marketing tool, and here's exactly what it showed me. MailChimp showed up first because MailChimp has a bunch of Reddit threads about them, people speaking about MailChimp, reviews, questions, things like that. So it has a huge authority when it comes to people speaking about them. Then you got Klaviyo, which also has a huge chunk of the market because of their e-commerce presence. Everything about Shopify, every thread ever written about e-commerce, there is a person mentioning Klaviyo. And this is just a name too, but there's probably 50 other great email tools out there, but the internet hasn't talked about them enough to be remembered, at least for ChatGPT. So your product doesn't even have to be the best, it has to be the most talked about product. And that is reflecting on a lot of things, because you can see it with the hypes even in your real life. You can see if a lot of people are talking about carrots, a lot of people will buy carrots. And if a lot of people are talking about an Audi car, a lot of people will buy an Audi car. And there's just so many real life examples that happen all around you that are basically mimicking the same way as ChatGPT and how it recommends their brands. Because if you see something being recommended to you a lot, chances are very high you also recommend that to a new person or to your friend. So if you're new to this, there's basically 3 steps you can easily check. Where are you currently standing? Open ChatGPT today, ask a question about your niche, about your company, or about a competitor, and check exactly what answer it's giving. Now, in that same response where you're checking the answer, look at what citations it's giving you. Realistically, you could note down every single URL, but I'm going to tell you a little trick later on. Because thinking back of the votes, right? All those URLs that you can find within the chatbot are basically the highest hitters. So if you can be optimizing for those spaces specifically, you're gonna end up with the most votes. And ChatGPT really likes that. And also good to know is whether you're mentioned on those citations. Probably not if you're new to this. And just pick 1 or 2 or 3 and start looking and see if you can optimize for those pages. And like I said, I have a trick for you guys. You don't necessarily optimize for ChatGPT itself, you optimize for the pages and citation sources that ChatGPT frequently uses to train itself so that it remembers about you. And this is exactly why we built CrowdReply. We show you your AI visibility score in real time. And best of all is now you don't have to do all the manual things I was talking about earlier. Noting down your citation sources, checking whether you're mentioned or not, checking different LLMs because we have everything under one roof. We show you your exact citation sources, we check your competitors, plus we show you opportunities so that you can directly engage on, for example, Reddit threads and start optimizing for different citation pages by outreaching to them, making sure you only appear in pages that have proven to be used by AI. So you're not just guessing on, hey, this might be a good article, or hey, this might be a good domain. No, we show you the exact good domains to start optimizing for. We have a CrowdReply on a 7-day free trial right now, so dive here in the description below, and I would love to see all of you guys here on the platform. And if you have any other questions regarding AI visibility or how ChatGPT cites you, then drop them in the comments below as well. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out.